Concerns about looting in the Houston area. Now that floodwaters have receded, there are reports thieves are going through abandoned homes or items or people were forced to leave in their yards. Ken Molestina now live in Spring, Texas, just north of Houston, where one neighborhood is taking it upon themselves to keep looters out. Ken?
Yeah, that's right, Steve, and good evening to you. We are in the North Hills Estates neighborhood. As you mentioned, this is in Spring. The neighbors out here say it is an absolute shame that the looters have targeted them, looking to rip them off and re-victimize them. That's because this is what the streets look like at night. Take a look at this. It is absolutely dark out here. Yeah, a lot of this stuff might look like piles of trash to some, but these are still belongings that belong to a lot of the neighbors here. Folks who have left their homes abandoned, they're not here tonight to look after their things, but that's okay, because a group of armed residents who did stay here say they'll hold the fort down and keep the looters out.
We want to convey a message to our citizens that they're safe, their stuff's safe.
It's muster time for these men who've come together to keep their Spring neighborhood safe.
Just make sure we're not out there acting as vigilantes. We don't want to engage. We don't want to be pointing weapons. Make sure you have your weapon. It's for protection for yourself.
Bob Stewart is the man leading the neighborhood patrol.
And I love my community, and I'll do anything for them.
That's why he's taken it upon himself to organize this group and keep watch over their subdivision. The unprecedented amount of flooding here was so high the water washed people's belongings out. Much of it is trash now, but not all of it. Houses have been left wide open, and now they've become a target for looters.
We're not looking to hurt people, but we're hoping the show of force deters people from thinking that this is an area of low-bearing fruit.
He says they've managed to chase some of those looters off, and in some cases not let them in at all.
We actually ask them if they're here visiting, they should know where they're going, an address, and a person's name. If they can't provide those things, we ask them to leave.
I'm very proud of this neighborhood. I'm proud of the guys who have stood guard at the entrances to the subdivision.
Neighbors like Tom and Manis say the last thing they want is to be victimized again.
Some of the things that we intended to keep were left out here in the open, and there were incidents of looting.
So for as long as they need to, these men say they'll stand guard here. And if you're looking for Bob Stewart in particular, just find the golf cart flying Old Glory and the Texas flag.
What I'm trying to do here is to show the residents that America and Texas has you. That's what it's about.
Very strong message there. You know, another reason, Steve, why these items need to stay here, even though they might look like piles of trash to folks, is because a lot of insurance companies are still coming out here and to file insurance claims. So they still need to see what items were ruined in all of this. And the neighbors who live out here need to provide all of this stuff as proof of the damage that they've suffered during these floods. I'll let you know that Spring has had its curfew lifted. That was lifted last night, but other parts throughout Harris County, including the city of Houston, their curfews there are still in effect. They start at midnight and they expire at 5 o'clock in the morning. For now, we're live in Spring. Ken Molestina, CBS 11 News.